This is not going to be your typical Pinterest-worthy pantry reset. There will be no clear containers, no chalkboard labels, certainly no color coding snacks. No one's pinning this on their board. Honestly, that sounds like a personal hell to me. This is just a basic pantry reset, little cleaning, decluttering, that's all it is. So if you're into that kind of thing, grab some water tea moonshine. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm here for you every single Sunday. Here's the pantry. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the typical hoarder's routine where you take everything out, clean it, and put what you need back in. We've got way too many aprons. I have never worked at Starbucks or ever met anyone named Lyndon. The secret ingredient is cat hair. The Loveless Cafe in Nashville. The pantry actually isn't as bad as it once was. Every couple months I do, I don't know what you call this, forgive me, but I call it something like, y'all better eat all this out of this pantry for a week because I'm not going to the grocery store. That's what I call it. But it's basically just using what you have. So instead of going to Costco, which I'll still go for the protein or the meat, I love meat. Y'all know I used to be a vegan? That was weird. That was pretty weird of me. We just eat whatever is in this pantry in the fridge. Sometimes it can get a little crazy. You may have tacos and spaghetti or spaghetti in a taco shell. Hell, I don't know. I don't care. We're not gonna waste food. Look at all these nuts I have. I love nuts. Roasted nuts, organic nuts, white nuts, dark nuts, nuts with cheddar on them. I don't discriminate against the nuts. I really don't. I love them all. I eat nuts every single day. Oh, these are good. These are the best ones. Roasted garlic and herb seasoned almonds. They're blanched. Is that the word when they take the skin off? I think so. They're skinless with garlic and herb seasoning. You can get them at Costco. So all the teas and coffee stuff I'm gonna set aside. Oh, these are gross. I wanted to like these, but they were just weird. Ooh, pull your shorts down, girl. More nuts, nut medley. These were also gross. They were free from Sprouts. They gave them to me for signing up for rewards or something. I don't go to Sprouts much because it's for the mega rich, but I like the grocery store. I'm gonna make a pile for my friend, the crypt keeper. There's this homeless man at my salon. My salon is in a huge plaza thing, outdoor mall, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he'll like those. And I guess for context, in that area, you're not allowed to be homeless, which is absurd to me. Homeless people aren't allowed there. They will escort you to the outskirts. They don't want to scare people away from their bougie ass shopping experience. It's weird to me because the last place that I lived, homeless people were everywhere, so it's the total opposite, but nonetheless, whatever, who cares? There's this homeless man there, and he's elderly, which makes it really sad. Barbecue S, anyone? I started calling him the crypt keeper, and he thinks it's fine. He actually thinks it's funny. He sits right in front of my salon in this gazebo thing and kind of just watches over everything. Doesn't bother anyone, never ask for anything. He has never asked anyone for anything. And honestly, I like him there. What the heck? Look how big this is. Head to weight ratio. This is a huge container. I go to the salon at weird hours. There's sometimes I'll go in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's also a really big jar of pickles. It's all different. And even though it's a safe area, yada, yada, I don't care. I don't trust anyone not to try me. I'm ready if you do, but it's also comforting to know the crypt keeper is watching over my salon. Plus, what if they rob me? What if somebody robs my stuff? You're not robbing shit with a crypt keeper looking at you like that. Anyway, what I'm getting to is I'm gonna give him the things that I don't want. We need to clean this cabinet out. Been bringing him food and stuff. I need to cut his hair and get him cleaned up. I'm also really thankful for my other job, Kroger. When I make recipes for them for whatever they're gonna use it for, they pay for all the food. It's been really beneficial. Anytime I do that, he can have whatever I make, plus he can have the leftovers. It was already free anyway, so we don't need to waste it, and a lot of it I can't eat because I'm on this thing right now at the gym. So in return for the food, he watches the salon, and it's just kind of a thing we have. I think he'll like these pickles. We've got a lot to go through. That is empty. What are you doing with empty stuff? I hope they don't make him leave anytime soon. I understand they don't want to scare customers away, but I get it, but I don't. Life is so damn hard. Hey, I got an idea. How about instead of sending money to literally every other country, we take care of our own people? How about it? Forgive me, Father. Can we help out our own team before donating to everybody else? Amen. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Here's some sesame oil. I love that. One of these because you just never know. Can you see all that? Now we need to organize this, clean this back up. Well, the top here, we can get some stuff out of the top. We're keeping the air fryer, the rice cooker, the egg cooker. This is a crime. This is a good example of why I should not get on social media. I just can't do it. It makes me feel depressed. I start comparing myself. The answer for me is to not look. And this is a dumb example of how you can be influenced. I saw some girl on Pinterest have all her snacks in these containers. So what did I do? I went out and bought these containers, put the snacks in them, and realized that's kind of dumb. The snacks already come in a bag. Why would we do that? To make it look cool? Who cares? Who the F has ever opened my pantry and been like, oh wow, Brittany, your pantry. I don't have guests over. And more importantly, I don't want guests over. This is my sanctuary. So I caved. I bought the plastic things to empty the plastic container into the other plastic container. If you have to buy plastic containers to store all of your junk, perhaps you have too much junk. And I'm talking to me too. I'm bad about that with the Christmas stuff, holiday stuff. I like to decorate. But lately, more than ever, I'm realizing I don't know what I'm here for on this planet for. I have no idea. I really don't know. But what I do know is I'm certainly not here to collect trinkets, items, and things. I think I'm just meant to make an impact in whatever way that may be. Very, very minimal for me, but it's not to collect things, to put things in other things and plastic things and clean those things. No, that's not it. I'm trying to enjoy whatever the hell this ride is. Remember, we're on the slingshot ride. Most of us are on a roller coaster, but some of us, if you're lucky, you get the slingshot edition. Boom, backwards, baby. I love these. These are the Dollar Tree water sticks. These were pretty okay. I won't buy them again. These are by Ghost. I love their protein powder, but it's the, what is this? Ocean water by Sonic, because we don't have a Sonic here, so it's a great alternative. It doesn't taste like the actual ocean water from Sonic, but it's good enough. All this food I know is not expired because I went through that stuff during pantry day. Lots of peanut butter. I do eat a lot of peanut butter right now. I'm trying to pack on a little bit more muscle, so I'm eating a high calorie diet. I want someone to look at me and think I could kick their ass. I'm not going to. I'm certainly not going to, but I want you to think I can. More horny goat weed. This one's good if you ever just can't use the bathroom. Drink some of this. You're gonna be using the bathroom. All my teas I'm gonna put over here because I am going to work on my tea coffee bar, so they will be housed over there. I've got a lot of teas. I just love to drink tea. We've also got a lot of protein powder. And this is my favorite one right now. Look at this. Oh wait, not this one. This one's really good to put into oatmeal. This one, Chips Ahoy, it has chocolate chip chunks in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really good. Really good when you're talking about protein powders, you know, still protein powder. I have a lot of olive oils. I love to cook with balsamic, olive oils, flavored oils, avocado oil, coconut oil. Look at my little genie topper for the oil. This one's garlic oil, balsamic vinegar. Oh, coconut. This one's really good to put into water. Coconut vinegar. Neapolitan, not like the ice cream, but that's Italian or something. Balsamic, that one's good. I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. This is my favorite balsamic glaze. I like to put it over broccoli, vegetables. I really don't like vegetables at all, so it helps make it edible. But I was cooking for my cooking channel, like a healthy Dollar Tree meal, and I found a perfect dupe. Here it is. That's not it, but I love that. The Cracker Barrel syrup, that is good. We're keeping that. Here it is. Take a screenshot of this. This is a perfect dupe for that. It is delicious, and it has the same nutrition facts, ingredients, and it's produced by the Dollar Tree. This is also really good, and it's a lot cheaper to get it in bulk like this by the Salt Sisters. I love to take a garlic infused oil, and you can make your own. Take some cheap olive oil, garlic, let it set for 3 days on the counter. Put this in it, and it's for your bread, pastas, pizza. My partner's Italian, like a real Italian, not one of those fake ass Italians, a real Italian. Sometimes I'll cook and he'll be like, what is that? Because you know, they can cook. And I'm Southern. We use a lot of butter, mayonnaise, throwing it together, praying, hoping it works. So on my quest to be a little bit more fancy, I discovered this. It's kind of like Carrabba's where they give you that fancy bread and olive oil. This is what that is. It's stuff to dip your bread in. Would recommend this. I'm gonna open these tonight. You can dip these hearts of palm in balsamic and it tastes just like a mozzarella stick. Well, it's not exact, but it's close enough. It's a good dupe, especially if you're vegan. Are those? Yeah, that's vegan. I have a lot of honey and a lot of syrups. Look, this is Farm D's Bees when I went beekeeping from Justin's Bees. For some reason, when we get gifts, oh look, here's some more. We always get honey. I think it's a great gift. People just send us honeys. This one's from Maine. This is Tennessee, New York. Honestly, I don't even really use honey, but I like it. Love that Texas Pete.
The ivermectin.
She's reminding me to take the ivermectin. So I'm on this cleanse again, more balsamic. This brand, not great, would not recommend. It's got a really, really weird bitter taste. Once a year, I do a Parasite cleanse, which I know some people are like, we don't have parasites, you don't need to do that. And that's a fair argument. But the way I look at it, and this is just me, is my dog has worms. He doesn't actively have worms, but dogs in general, cats, animals, goats especially. Goats are the worst for worms. Animals have worms. They're outside on their feet. They're constantly touching grass. I myself, as a human, I don't wear shoes outside. I'm always touching grass. I'm gardening. I'm doing yard work. I'm grounding, being one with the earth. I'm always outside. So if my dog and cats are being dewormed, why am I not doing that for myself? That's just my thoughts, my opinions. Doesn't mean it's right. So I deworm myself once a year. And normally I don't even know if I can say this on here. I better not say, but you can get it at Tractor Supply. And then I also use another one from Sprouts called Parasite or Paragard. Not Paragard. I think it's called Paracleanse. These will also cleanse you out. It's in a little dropper. Maybe I have it. Hang on. This is the one from Sprouts. You put it in water 1 to 3 times a day. My mother went to a store in Tennessee that had ivermectin pills for human consumption, not for horses, and she sent me those. Oh, I love this bananas and cream oatmeal, so good. I'm on day 4, I believe. Oh, oops. It has made my stomach hurt a little bit, but it's nothing to complain about. These were gross to me. I don't know about it. Anyway, I just do that once a year. It's something I've done for a long time, just as a reset, and I try to make better choices while I'm doing the Parasite cleanse. And I feel like someone's gonna ask, and this may be too much information, or well, it's no information actually. Do I ever see anything come out? The answer is no. So then you might get the question, well, why do it? Maybe it's a mental thing. I think a lot of the things that I do are for my mental health. Just something I do to make myself just feel like I'm doing something. I don't really know. Bone broth. We need to make some progress. Here I am. I'm going on again. Oh, I've got to make this. It's on my list. This is the stuff to make that spotted dick. The beef suet, custard powder, and these are delicious. They're sticky as heck. Currants. It's like the fancy ant to a raisin, but I love spotted dick. And I've actually been getting really good at making that. These are good too. Have you tried these? This one's my favorite. I love pistachios. These will just go on the nut shelf. Can you even see that? I've got more nuts. Normally I share these with Henry, my squirrel, but I've got some bad news. He's not dead that I know of, but he's certainly not here. I think we're going on 4 weeks now, and I've had 3 hawks in my yard that swoop down and try to get the squirrel, so I'm pretty sure he probably got eaten. He wasn't the fastest runner. I think they got him, because I actually watched him get another squirrel the other day. They're fast. The squirrel can be running, and the hawk will catch it while it's running. And you can't kill a hawk. It's illegal to do that. Can't do that. So yeah, I don't have anyone to give my extra nuts to. We would eat nuts together. We would share them. It is incredibly sad, but I have to remember that life is very temporary. With people, places, jobs, animals, things, nothing is forever. And the time I had with Henry was, I mean, it's on up there in things that I've done in life. It just felt really good to help an animal, because without me or anyone could have done that. He would have died. So it felt like I did something right. And he may pop up, but let's be realistic. He's probably dead. I like these. Do you like these? I've been kind of eating the same thing lately, which is just chicken. Well, this week I made meat chili, this huge pot of chili with a bunch of different meats. This is cool. My neighbor just went to Texas and brought me these back. They don't make these anymore. Noodles that are shaped like the alphabet. And lentils. This is good too. Have you tried that? These will make you shit your pants. So will these. I kind of have a weird thing with food where I pick one thing and I just eat that one thing over and over and over and over again until I get sick of it and I can't look at that thing any longer. I did that with eggs for a while. Now I don't even want to look at an egg. Not right now. My friend got me this. I really like this. We don't have a Trader Joe's close, but we are getting one. We're being fancy. Salts, all the balsamics and vinegars and stuff here, right? That would probably make more sense. As usual, progress is non-existent. Why does it take me so long to do everything? Oh, you know what? We could use our fancy, unnecessary thing for our water, or our water sticks. My favorite one is the root beer one. This one, I am a super slut for root beer. I love root beer so much. Oh, look at me being fancy, Pinterest queen, Pinterest queen. Sometimes I do get jealous when I see people with all this fancy stuff and huge pantries, especially since I love to cook. That kind of stings the most when you go to someone's house who has a huge kitchen and a huge pantry and all this stuff, and they hate cooking, and you actually like to cook, so you're like, what the hell? I don't need any of that. Would it be cool? Yes, it would be cool. We have to remind ourselves that, kind of circling back to the social media thing. People with all the fancy pantries. If you've got a huge pantry bigger than my bedroom and you can't even afford to put food in it because you're financially stressed, which is the #1 killer, why bother? I don't know. I'll never understand just being a human. I just really won't. And I've got things to work on myself, because sometimes, like I said, I'll get caught in that trap thinking I need these plastic containers. Bitch, no you don't. Use a Ziploc bag. I have got to pee again. I've been drinking a lot of water. Let me tell you about my trip to the trampoline park. All right, let's back up. My son's birthday's coming up and he was like, hey, I would love a trampoline. You're not getting a trampoline. #1, we're about to not have insurance in a couple weeks. That means if you're gonna break a bone, kindly break it in the next 1 to 3 weeks. We're not getting a trampoline. I cannot take the anxiety. Now, would it be fun? Would it be fun to do a front flip on a trampoline just on my free time? Yes, but we're not getting a trampoline. So I told him, look, let's just go to that trampoline park, whatever it's called. They've got a bunch of trampolines, zip lines, all kinds of stuff. We're jumping, the kids are trying to get me to get on the zip line. No offense, but I'm scared of heights and I don't want a 13-year-old strapping me in a harness to zip line over a bunch of children 60 feet in the air. I trust you to put my wristband on. I trust you to stamp my hand, but I don't trust you to harness me in a zip line, okay? I'm jumping, I'm having a good time, listening to whatever kind of music that is. I'm jumping and I do one of these. Let me try to demonstrate for you. Hang on. Okay, look. We were doing one of those, like, kind of like that. It's kind of weird. And I peed on myself. I never understood those commercials, or when older people would say, oh, I just can't control my bladder. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't control your bladder? What does that even mean? Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you mean. Jumping on a trampoline will really humble you. So the next time, if there's a next time I go to a trampoline park, I'm gonna have to wear a Depends. Just shut up. One, I'm telling you this because I know I'm not the only one, even though you might be saying, ew, gross. Are you over 30? Have you birthed children? You're peeing on yourself. Don't lie to me, unless you've got the vaginal mesh. Okay, you got that put in? That was something. We're approaching the end here. Now take a look. It's much better, right? Still need to work on the bottom. It's mostly protein powder, dog foods. We're still trying to see what food the dog likes, which exciting news from last time I saw you. He likes when I do this like the other dog. We did end up adopting him, so he's no longer a foster dog. The rest of the stuff on the floor, this and all of this stuff, I'm gonna bring to my friend at the salon, and I'll bring him some chili. I made a lot of chili. Thanks for joining me for this. That actually feels really good. Cleaning with you has been very therapeutic for me and very good just to get rid of the clutter, especially with all the changes I shared a little bit about last week in my life, just changes in general. It feels really good to purge. Kind of like when you get a haircut. When you go through a breakup, you chop all your hair off, but a good haircut, not one of those bad haircuts because that's a day ruiner. But when you get a really solid, good haircut, it feels like a weight is off your body. That's how purging all this junk that I don't need has been. Although we didn't get rid of much today, it just feels better to have it, to have it organized, cleaned, and looking good. So thanks for being here for whatever these are.